With the election of Barack Obama, what do you think it's going to do for America? Do you think it's going to unite Americans, or do you think it's going to cause some type of separation?
Oh, I don't think there's any question. He's a unifying person. He is one of the national television stations today said about him, he is a peacemaker. And that's not to be seen as a sign of weakness. No, I think Barack Obama came along at a critical time in the nation's history. We all worry because there are those that will pretend to be friends and in agreement with his philosophy, but will be trying to take him off to the side that way. We always need to pray that source within him, his upbringing, his spirituality, his strong wife, Michelle, that they will ultimately be his guide, because so far he showed me he's got a real strong core, and that core is what this nation needs.
Definitely. Two words that are being thrown around, words like hope and change. What do these words mean to you?
Change, I would say I like the term transformation. I think we're in a period of time where we are still one of the superpowers, but we share that now with other nations. And therefore that's a change, that's a transformation, a balance of power rather than one single solitary power. An African American as our president not only says to America but to the world that, you know, from the early days of slavery in America, they've thrown off those shackles, and one of those is now the #1 leader of America. And then there's the change going on in the economy where so much dependent upon automobile, which then became dependent upon importing foreign oil, and now we're trying to use the sun's rays and the wind and water so we can get back to energy independence. And so there's a whole transformational thing going on. As these young people stand here, a lot of the nations of the world, particularly developing nations, have a younger cadre of leaders. You know, we look at our Congress and we look at some of the people leading our Congress, and you've got fellas there that are up into their 80s and still thinking like they were, were thinking 45, 50 years ago. So with Barack Obama as a young and youthful, charismatic person, that can be good for a nation to trust that youth have the wisdom and the experience to make decisions. And so there's a lot of transforming that's taking.
Just growing up and being sort of on the tail end of Martin Luther King and the Civil Rights Movement, first of all, I get a chance to see the first African American president. That's exciting. Get a chance to introduce that to my kids, pump some vision into their hearts. Well, what it represents to me, I think what we were praying tonight and what this was all about is unity of the faith, unity of people, that there could be unity even though we're diversified with the different cultures and backgrounds. I pray that as we come together as a nation, that God's heart will be felt, that people know that, you know, to be in America is not just a certain group of people or a certain class of people get the goods, but now with Obama, President Obama, it opens the door that your kids, my kids, everybody, black, white, yellow, has a chance to succeed, and I'm excited about that.
Fletcher, we're Sojourners 2 in Toledo, correct? How long have you been putting the paper together?
This is our 7th year. We are completing our 7th year.
Good for you. Let me ask you this: as an American, looking back in the past 50 years, how do you feel about the progress America has made?
Well, I think we've made slow but steady progress, but I think obviously what's going to happen this upcoming week with the Obama inauguration is a great leap forward. It's more than just steady progress. It's almost light years ahead of the steady pace.
Right.
I grew up in the D.C. area. And when I was a young kid, my father woke me up one day and said, it was August, let's go down here to this march and listen to Dr. Martin Luther King, who would give his I Have a Dream speech that day. So from a personal standpoint, we're next week we're going to see Obama very close to the same location, the downtown D.C. area, giving a speech which is symbolic of the recognition of Martin Luther King's dream. It's not the dream completed, but it certainly is a symbol of what he was asking for. Definitely.
Do you think this event is going down in history? Is this a historic event for America?
This is a singularly historic event. This is a country that enslaved, not only enslaved, but brought over, captured, kidnapped a whole group of people, brought them over here to be slaves, and 150 years after slavery ended, one of them is now the president. We bandy around the word historic a lot. When the Yankees win their go to the playoffs for the 13th year in a row, we say that's historic. When Michael Jordan hits a shot to win a game at Utah, we say that's historic. None of that's really historic, but this is as historic an event in American history that we can imagine.
Long time coming, a change gonna come.
What does it mean to you though?
What it means to me, personally? That means, hey, anything is humanly possible.
Right.
And once upon a time, we had don't take this the wrong way, anybody.
Right.
Prejudice, but hey, let me tell you something, we all God's kids, we all equal.
Right.
Okay, we can do whatever we want to do, we put our minds to it.
Right.
Okay, and it's a long time coming, but I know change gonna come.
Sounds good, right?
And it's already here. Okay, it's already here. It's about right now.
Let me ask you this. Different type of questions being thrown around as far as hope, and change. What does that mean? What do those words mean to America? What
Hope.
change is needed?
Hope is very important. Because if you don't have nothing else, you got hope, you got a possibility to change.
Right.
Okay? And with hope and change, it's an intimate relationship with both. You gotta have hope to change. And guess what? Change doesn't come without a fight.
Say it again.
Change doesn't come without a fight.
That's right, we've been fighting?
Hey,
Thank you, man.
it's a 15-round fight, but it's gonna be over in 3.
Only in America.
Sitting here with Lourdes College, former teacher. How long have you been a teacher? Were you a teacher?
About 21 years.
How do you feel about the progress of America, the progress that America has made over the past 50 years?
I think we really have come a long way.
Yeah.
Much further than I would have thought at this point in time. Because I can remember when I was at West Virginia State.
Okay.
I went through that time of civil rights and walked in marches, but never knew that there was an academy, so to speak. And I didn't get that academy and walked in the parades, and it was a nonviolent march, and I got spit on.
Really?
And so then I knew perhaps I wasn't as nonviolent as I thought, but I continued and I didn't disrupt. But so the changes from there, the changes that Dr. Martin Luther King dealt with, Malcolm X, all of those people just laid the way for us. People that were involved in his grassroots campaign. They were all colors, all ethnic groups, all religious groups, which I found was fantastic.
Definitely.
Because I was able to work in the, actually the very first campaign.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you actually get to meet, bro?
Yes, I did.
You did? Wow.
Yes,
I feel
indeed.
honored to be sitting by you here.
Got to shake his hand.
Really?
It was so positive. Lines, just lines and lines of people going around buildings. People who have never voted before, just to cast their vote for someone that they knew had the intelligence, the integrity, that pride that would lift America to where it has been and beyond.
Only in America.
Only in America.
Only in America.
Only in America.
Only in America. Only in America. Only in America.
Only in America.
Only in America. Only in America.